Hi, I'm Jeff with Chandler Systems, and in this video I'm going to be walking you through the features of the Legacy View Bluetooth app for one of our iron filters. So click on the Legacy View app, and it's going to scan for devices, and any device within range is going to show up, and softeners and filters should be labeled accordingly. So I'm going to click on Aeration Filter, and it's going to take me into the dashboard screen. You'll see here anything in orange is something you can edit, anything in blue is just informational. So time of day on unit, you want to set just by clicking time of day and clicking OK. And the only thing you really need to set on initial setup really is the time of day. You may also want to change the regeneration time if you want it regenerating a time other than 12 a.m. And filter backwash frequency, 6 days is the default. If you want it to regenerate more than that, to backwash more often than every 6 days, like if you have very high iron or sulfur, you might want to go every 3 or 4 days. You might want to change that, but we recommend not going any further out than 6 days. That's the maximum amount of time you'd want to go between backwashes on an iron filter. So the items in blue here are just informational. We've got days until backwash, treated water usage today, peak flow today, average water usage per day, current water flow, and then here it's showing me my firmware version. I'm up to date. If there was an update available, it would tell me there, and you can always update it through the app. And then down here, you'll see this chart for treated water usage is your gallons per day. You can click into that and pinch and zoom and scroll around. You'll see this unit hasn't really had water flowing through it, so we don't have much information there. If we go to the advanced settings, we're going to see all the cycle position times, starting with the air charge frequency. So our iron and sulfur filters can, they charge the air every time they do the full regeneration, but they also have a separate air replenish cycle that goes typically every night. That's the default. That's what we recommend doing, but you can change that if you'd like it to just go every 2 or 3 days. Or if you only want it to draw air on the regeneration nights, you can just zero that out. But we do recommend doing a nightly air charge. The display off feature just turns off the red digital display. If for some reason you don't want that to be on, you can turn the display off on, and that will turn off your display. So cycle position times, you'll see decompress and air release. These are blue because they're non-adjustable. And if you have any questions about any of these steps, you can just click the eye icon, and every single one will have a little explanation of what it is. And that's for every one of these boxes. The decompress and air release happen at the beginning of every regen or air replenish cycle. This is just to allow any excess air in the top of the tank to be released out the drain before we kick it into backwash. We don't want a violent outburst of air blasting into the drain when we go to backwash. So by decompressing and air releasing for 90 seconds each, this allows us to get the excess air out of the top of the tank so that when we go to backwash, it's just sending water to drain and not a blast of air. So backwash, rest, air draw, rapid rinse, these are all adjustable steps, but we typically recommend leaving these at the default settings. The only ones you might want to change are the rest can be set to 0 if you don't have a low producing well. If you do have a low producing well, meaning a well that needs some time to catch up after running all that water to drain and backwash before it goes into the air draw and the rapid rinse, you could set that to a much longer time to give your well time to replenish. But if your well's got plenty of water, you can leave that at 5 minutes or zero it out. You really don't need to rest between these cycles if your well's got plenty of water available. Air draw is another one you might want to change if you're finding that you have excess air in your lines, specifically after a backwash. Turn that down. You can take it down to 10 or 15 minutes. We recommend leaving it at 20 minutes to start. But again, if you have excess air in your lines, a lot of coughing and sputtering, go ahead and turn that down, and you should be just fine. But rapid rinse and backwash, typically you want to leave where they are. So next over here, you'll see status and history. We'll see current water flow, total gallons treated since last reset, total regenerations, and total regenerations since last reset. So these orange items you'll see are resettable, just in case you are keeping track of something, service intervals or something like that. You can reset those whenever you please. Down here we'll see some more charts for treated water usage, gallons per day, gallons used between regenerations, and peak flow recorded per day. And all these charts can be tapped into, and you can pinch and zoom and scroll around and look at that information. Finally, we'll see dealer information. On this page, the dealer can just fill out their information so that the homeowner has easy access to be able to contact them if and when needed. And if you are a dealer, you can export and import this. You don't have to fill it out every time. You can fill it out once, export it, and then each time you set up a new system, you can just import that information. It'll save it on your app. Finally, down here in the lower left, you'll see regenerate now and regenerate at next regeneration time. So if you want to manually cycle your unit, you can do that there simply by clicking regenerate now, and then you can cycle it through the steps manually. That button will change to move to next regeneration step, and you can move through the steps just by clicking that button. And that's it for the Legacy View app. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. If you'd like to see more content like this, just drop a comment below and let us know what you'd like to see. Thanks.